So hi guys, welcome to stage 74 build the Terminator. This is going to be a tricep muscle of the left arm, and it will bring together a couple of the pieces that we've done previously. Let's see how I got on. So this is stage 74, and the parts that we have for this issue is the left arm parts. Now this is a metal part, definitely metal. 72, piece 2 is a shaft for the arm part, and again I think that is metal. Yeah, that's definitely metal. So I did struggle with before, didn't I? And then we have a cap for the arm part. Again, this is metal, and then we have just the 2 screws. I think we've seen these in the last couple of weeks. These are the PM 3x8mm screws. So let me pop this spare one back so that I don't lose it. I say back and it just came from it. So the other thing that we're going to need is a long crosshead screwdriver. So I mentioned this one before, a good friend of mine, Build with Adrian, gave me. This came from the R2D2. It's absolutely ideal because it's got this long shaft. This isn't the only screwdriver in the world that will do this, obviously, but sadly my Aurea and most likely my new double drive won't do it, because you see it's far too bulky, too far down. So for once, the cheap freebie screwdriver is the best screwdriver for the job. This is why I like to have a selection of screwdrivers. So just like we did in a few weeks earlier, we're actually going to do the steps in slightly the wrong order. What it's actually asking us to do is to pop this piece into there like so, and then we'll pop that onto there, and then it'll ask us to put the screw in. However, I think it's much easier if we jump straight to step 3 and we pop the screwdriver on, screw onto the screwdriver, and then we pop that screw into there so it's poking, and then we're holding this down with our hand, and then we go back to stage 1, which is to pop this into there like so, and then we can hold that. Then we go on to step 2, which is to pop this on, and then we can just attach that with our hand, making sure to not lose the position on the screwdriver. It doesn't matter if you lose the screwdriver position on the screw, but if you do, you've got to find it blind. And then we'll just give that a last turn, and that's done. So that's really good actually, that's gone really tight. So the next step is to take piece 73-4 from a previous issue. Now you'll notice that we've got 2 types of connector here. The connector that we want is this U-shaped bend, and that's going to go into there like so. And if you remember also, when we did this washer, we wanted to adjust this so the firmer we push this screw down, the tougher it's going to be to get in. So I've just loosened it a bit. Right, you want it so it's not going to fall out on its own, but it's not too easy to pull out. And if you're a little bit worried about this screw, you can always put a piece of thread, a little drop of thread lock on, because it is a screw going into metal. Let me have a look. So if you put a tiny drop of thread lock just on the end there, we can have a little play with the adjustment. We can find just the right amount, and then we leave this out overnight for the thread lock to dry. Once that's dry, that screw, I promise you, is never coming off. But in this particular case, I'm not going to put any on. So that is stage complete. I just like to move the part around so it's in the same orientation as the magazine. So that's the part complete, and then what we will do is we will continue next week when we have continue assembling the upper left arm. So thank you for watching, guys, and I hope to catch you next week.